Hello and welcome to Scrolling with Ceazor. Today is August 24th, 2026. As always, I've got lots of news for you. But what was I going to say? It's not financial advice, and it's just me talking crap on the air. So you can listen to that and listen to me and be entertained. So things are looking juicy today. They're happy. People are feeling good. ETH is up about 2%. As you can see, it's kind of bouncing around this range here. I like this bounce around because then it allows me to get confidence to move up my CDP's LTV. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but let me kind of show you what I mean. So like here I have some FX USD and I can move them up. I can borrow more versus this when we get some bouncing around, and maybe especially if it starts going higher. I can definitely move it up to somewhere around here. I'll just do that when I have some free time. I hope that makes sense. The same for bold. I've got some bold minted way down here versus WST ETH, and I can definitely bring it up to around here, somewhere around here, and feel more comfortable. This is a little bit scary. I wouldn't bring it all the way up here, maybe somewhere down here. But anyhow, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I haven't done it yet, but I'm probably going to do it soon. So that's that. Let's check out Sonic is up. Same kind of chart, but you know it's still. I'm not going to be really happy about Sonic until we're up around 50-60 cents or above. So but I'm still bullish. I still like the chain. I still like the idea, and I'm hoping it's going to recover. Okay, so let's look at gold. Let's look at USD CAD. So what happened over the weekend is Trump started bad-mouthing Canada, and as you can see, the Canadian dollar got smashed, and then arbed and smashed and arbed and smashed and arbed. But I spent money on the weekend. I used US dollars to spend Canadian dollars via EtherFi card, and so I got some of these perks probably, I hope. Hype is bouncing around up here near all-time high, which is good for them. And gold, how's gold looking? Let's go to the gold chart. Gold is just continuing to rise. And what's this? Yeah, okay. Anyhow, so let's go over to stonks. So S&P is down on the day. Meta is up. So I did buy some more Meta here. I bought some Meta on Sunday and some Google on Sunday. And I put them into Beefy. And now it's up on those ones. Tesla's looking okay. These are my ranges on my DLM ranges on whatchamacallit, Ramses. I don't have anything open for ScanDisk. I don't have anything open for SpaceX anymore. And so yeah, I opened this. It's down on my opening, but I think AMD will be okay. I'm buying the dip, so to speak. So that's it for the charts. Let's go into the news and kind of get into stuff. So Yearn tweeted this out over the weekend, and it's kind of just a reminder that they tweeted this before. So we don't need to read the reminder, but let's look at the crucial steps here. So the three things that you want to make sure you do, because a multi-sig is not good enough unless it's used properly. It's like an axe. An axe is not really good at driving nails into a wall, but it's really good at chopping wood, right? So let's take a look. Use separate multi-sigs. Different multi-sigs have different access controls. So yeah, like don't just use one multi-sig to control everything, right? Yeah, set up different ones for different things. High impact actions should be more secure, and lower impact actions can be less secure. In Yearn, YChat is the main multi-sig designed to have the highest level of security and decentralization. It manages the treasury. Where are the other tips? Step 2, configure your multi-sigs properly. Time locks, signer thresholds should be adjusted to unique circumstances of that multi-sig. It's hard to give general advice on this, but SEAL Team's framework and have good advice. So I would just say, like, obviously, it's a trade-off, right? Like if you have a lot of signers, that's more secure, but it takes longer to react to things, right? So and time locks are like basically you initiate a change, and then you have to wait, and then you can execute that change. Now things like swaps, of course, can't do that, right? You can't have a time lock on your swapping because the price will change by then, right? So there's all kinds of stuff like that. Last one down here is secure signing process. Most important tool of the multi-sig is to use safe transaction hashes until. I don't know what that is. This tool should be used by every multi-sig signer to prevent. I guess what this basically does is basically allow people to really see what's going on in that transaction, so that they don't sign something that's malicious, I guess. I'd have to look. I don't know. This tool minimizes trust assumptions on your browser or the safe API. The tool calculates the expected hash data that you should see on your hardware wallet, so that the users can verify that they match during the signing process. If they don't match, they don't sign. Okay, so this produces the proper transaction hash, and then people can compare it on their device without like kind of looking. And because what happened with the Bybit hack is the front end of the safe was hacked, and it produced a incorrect hash, which they basically gave tons of money to the hackers. Anyhow, so check that out. As always, get your security. If your team doesn't do this stuff, this is a great way to, like, for us plebs, like, obviously we're not going to be running like major multisigs, but if knowing this information, then you can go to a team that you're putting your money into and ask them specific questions, or even just ask AI to answer these questions for you about the place you're thinking about putting your money. So it's a very good thread to save, and then just you can just feed this thread into AI and say, hey, based on this information, does this new protocol follow these steps, and which ones are they lacking, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I did this tweet today. One of the greatest things about stonks on chain is now we, degens, can get to front run the pre-market traders. I don't know if you know what pre-market trading is. Basically, institutions are allowed to buy and sell stocks before the public on the stock exchange. But now we can do that, because I can open a trade on Sunday, and then when Monday market opens, pre-market gets to trade for an hour, and then the public plebs get to trade, right? So, but me, because it's on chain, I can do it whenever I want. So I could even like buy or sell directly before pre-market opens if I've got some sort of inclination that they're going to do certain things. Okay, so anyhow, that's that. Liquidity, my most favorite protocol on Ethereum. Just look at it, just use it, just think about it, right? But anyhow, so they got this IPOR Fusion Volt. Basically, you stick your ETH in there, it carries volt, it mints bold, sticks bold into a curve, and then uses the yield to buy more ETH for you. And as you can see, the caps just keep getting filled up. So they fill up the cap, they increase the cap, and then it gets filled, and then they increase the cap, and it gets filled. So it's fantastic. That means more bold in circulation, more bold being minted, more ETH going into liquidity growing, and everybody happy. Moving on, so Frax Force has a talk with Matt Visor of Sonic. Now, why is this important? You can go through the things he talks about. We walk before we run. Bank pilots, FX corridors. If you can't be first, you've got to be better. Spawn Studio and Agentic Commerce Vision, RWA's Sonic as infrastructure, community respect in every holder. Now, why would Frax Force want to talk with Sonic? Well, because Frax coins are on Sonic, and Sonic actually has USSD, which is based on the Frax. Well, not based, it's built around the Frax tech. So they actually, I guess, licensed Frax tech and put a stablecoin on Sonic that is a mirror of what Frax does. Okay, so There's definitely some collaborations there, and FRX USD is on Sonic as well, and so is Frax. So there's definitely some marriages there. So yeah, you can watch this talk. It's an hour long. I think it's a good talk. It's worth considering. Okay. So this is interesting. I'm trying to decipher what this is. I haven't read the whole thing. I'm just kind of reading the summary. I got to read it after, but I thought I would share it with you. Elysium, a new era for Hyperliquid. Let's read some of this Grok summary. So Elysium, developed with Optimism, OP Stack, ushers a new era of Hyperliquid, addressing Hyperliquid's dual block complexities, low performance, and throughput limits. So it's gonna make shit faster, but it's built with Optimism. Hype serves as the gas token for both Hyper EVM and Hyper Core, which is just more utility for Hype. The custom L1 read precompile acts as native Oracle with top of block freshness. This is tough to. This is very hard to kind of absorb even for me. So I gotta read through this, but I thought I would share. Here's some sequencer fees split: 25% to builders, 25% to treasury, and 50% to buyback. This KNTQ token, which is probably Elysium's token, I guess. But why did they decide to call it KNTQ? So yeah, I got to dig through this. I got to look a little bit more, but I thought I would share it with you, and then you can kind of decide whether or not you want to read this as well and understand what's going on here better. Okay, moving on. So Worms. Worms is talking about Temple Fun, and they've integrated Clanker World. So it allows you to now launch your own token, community token, in Temple Fun, and then you have a community, you have a token, you have a description, and you can a picture, and it's like a meme coin launchpad with a community chat room. Now I do have my own community chat room here. It's called Temple of the Sandwich. Basically, I've got a sandwich token that I had before, and I tried to find utility, and now I've got some utility for it, sort of. So basically, what happens in here is we run a contest periodically. When new people join, we start a contest of a meme contest. So if you find a meme anywhere on X that you think is funny, you can stick it in here, and the sandwich god, which is the AI bot god inside here, will rank your tweet. It doesn't have to be yours. It could be anyone's, right? You just share it, right? And you have a chance of being the winner of sandwich tokens as a result of that. And the sandwich tokens just keep compounding inside here. Basically, all the fees and stuff that are used to just become treasury prizes for the next one. So you can check that out. Check out Temple Fun, check out Clanker World, check out Sandwich Temple, and so forth. So this is interesting. I'm trying to figure out what this is. It's a little bit strange. So basically, introducing lend callbacks. Instead of sitting idle, lend limit orders on a fixed rate markets can earn variable yield until filled. This allows users to earn variable rate as a floor while quoting a higher fixed rate. Okay, so it's pretty simple. So basically, you can lend now on Morpho at a fixed rate. You can set the rate you want to lend, right? And put your money there to lend it. But while it's waiting for someone to borrow that money from you, then you can direct it over to the public lending pools, which are on utilization charts, right? And then, it's instead of sitting idle waiting, it's sitting in, lent to some other asset. In this case, it's a CBBTC, right? So yeah, check it out. I think it's pretty cool, actually. I hate putting idle. I hate idle liquidity. I hate it so much. Okay, so I haven't talked about these guys in a while, but I love to talk about it because it just makes so much sense to me. So private creditor exposed, blind spot and DeFi liquidity design, traditional AMS, blah, blah, blah. Private credit positions are sparse. I don't want to read it all to you, but look at two separate curves. So you have a buy curve and a sell curve. This is the only place I know you can do this, okay? You can put all your sell tokens up high and all your buy tokens down low. And I do have a chart where I'm doing this right now, and that is this one here. So I've got gold versus SUSD. Okay, so as you can see, there's a gap here. And that gets, so right now I'm selling gold all here, and it's all going into stable coins down here to buy. If it comes down and goes in there, I will buy back more. But I don't want to buy up here. Like if it's concentrated liquidity, every time it comes down, I'm buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, which is okay. But this is more like a trading platform. This is where I only want to buy down here and I only want to sell up here. I don't think gold is going to like blast through the top of this. But if it does, that's fantastic. Then I'm selling way up here and I got tons of stable coins down here. And my stable coins are interest bearing. So I don't mind leaving them here because they're earning Sky ecosystem interest rate, right? Anyhow, so that's that. I got one more tweet for you today. It's a Pendle FX merger, or not merger, collaboration. So you can, let's open it up. You can put your stable coins into Pendle now and FX save. So you can buy the FX, the yield token, and get like 20% APR-ish, right? Or you can buy the FX Save PT token and get 10% fixed rate, right? And it's boosted with FXN now. So go check it out. Go into Pendle, find out what the juice is. You can LP it too, right? So you can LP both of them. Oh, I see. So you buy and hold the yield token and you earn extra FXN, or you can just, be a PT saver and get a fixed rate, but no FXN on that. Or you can LP both and get some FXN on that. So yeah, check it out. I think it's pretty juicy. It's definitely worth considering. But that's it for today. I hope this has been interesting, useful, and thank you for listening, and goodbye.